Today we're going to dive into a new way to pay with the Affirm Debit Card. We'll cover everything you need to know about how it works, what makes it different, frequently asked questions, and whether it's a good option for you. So let's get into it. Affirm is known for its buy now, pay later options, but the debit card takes things a step further. This card is different from a regular debit card or credit card because it combines features from both, allowing you to make instant purchases or pay in installments, giving you flexibility without needing a credit card. The Affirm Card is a Visa debit card provided by Evolve Bank and Trust under a license from Visa USA Incorporated. With this card, you can choose to pay in full or request to pay over time for eligible purchases within the US, wherever Visa is accepted. Once you open an account, you'll receive a virtual Affirm card, which you can add to your mobile wallet, and a physical card, which will be mailed to you within 7 to 10 business days. You can use the app to set up payment plans before checkout. When you link an external bank account, you can also have the option to pay in full for purchases made with your Affirm card. Funds are pulled from your linked account within 1 to 3 days of the transaction. Additionally, for eligible purchases over $50, you can request to split payments in the app after checkout. If you link your Affirm card to an Affirm Money account, you can pay in full directly from that account. Plus, you'll have an extended 48-hour window instead of the usual 24 hours to request to split payments after using your card. To qualify for the Affirm card, you must meet the eligibility criteria, which includes but is not limited to being 18 years or older, having or creating an Affirm account, living in the US, having a social security number, and maintaining a good repayment history with Affirm and a healthy credit profile. Affirm Card doesn't currently support ATM withdrawals or allow you to get cash at the register during in-store purchases. And right now, the Affirm Card can only be used in the United States of America, excluding US territories. Okay, so here's how it all works. When you use the Affirm Debit Card for a purchase, you have two options. First, you can use it just like a standard debit card. This means the money is deducted directly from your linked bank account. But here's where it gets interesting. For qualifying purchases over $50, you'll see an option in the Affirm app to split that purchase into installments. You'll choose from flexible plans, like paying bi-weekly or monthly, with transparent fees and no late fees. Using the Affirm debit card is pretty simple. Whether you're shopping online or in-store, just swipe, tap, or enter the card details like you would with any other debit card. Then, if you'd like to pay over time, just open the Affirm app after making a purchase. If your purchase is eligible, you'll see an option to split it into installments. If your bank account is linked to your Affirm card, you can request a payment plan in the app before checkout, request a payment plan in the app within 24 hours after making an eligible purchase over $50, and for purchases below $50 or purchases where you don't request a payment plan for, it will pull from your linked bank account within 1 to 3 days. Pay in full for everyday purchases you don't need a payment plan. For any purchase you pay in full will be withdrawn from your linked bank account again within 1 to 3 days after checkout. If your bank account is not linked to your Affirm credit card, you can request to pay over time in the app before checkout. Okay, so why might you choose the Affirm debit card over other cards? Let's talk about a few key benefits. First, the flexibility to pay over time without needing a credit card. You won't rack up traditional credit card debt, and it can be a great tool if you want to manage your cash flow carefully. Second, Affirm's transparent terms. You'll always see exactly what you're paying up front, so no hidden fees or surprises. And there are no late fees or compounding interest, like you might find on a credit card. Third, it's also great for budgeting. By choosing specific purchases to split into payments, you can stick to a budget without feeling overwhelmed by one large expense. Now, as with any financial tool, there are a few things to keep in mind before using the Affirm card. Number 1, only certain purchases are eligible to split into payments. So if you're hoping to break down every purchase into smaller amounts, keep in mind it only applies to qualifying transactions. And secondly, while Affirm doesn't charge late fees, you're still responsible for keeping up your payments. Make sure you're aware of your repayment schedule to avoid any complications. The option to request an Affirm card is currently limited to eligible customers, meaning it may not be available to everyone. To qualify for the Affirm card, you must be at least 18 years old, reside in the United States, have a social security number, hold an active Affirm account, and demonstrate a positive repayment history with Affirm, as well as healthy credit scores. The card is unavailable to residents of US territories, and additional eligibility requirements may apply. The Affirm card is a debit card that gives you the flexibility to either pay in full or request to pay for purchases over time directly from the Affirm app. In the app, you can request to split eligible purchases into payment plans, either before checkout or up to 24 hours afterwards. A minimum purchase amount is required for payment plans, which you can view in the Card tab of the Affirm app. All payment plans are subject to approval, and available options may vary over time. As with other Affirm products, the purchase amounts and payment plans offered depend on your credit eligibility, history with Affirm, and other factors. Affirm Card purchase plans may be interest-free or interest-bearing with varying terms. For interest-bearing plans, only simple interest is charged, so you won't incur interest on top of interest. The available options depend on factors such as your credit worthiness, purchase amount, and whether you request a payment plan before or after making a purchase, among other considerations. Requesting a payment plan will never impact your credit score, but factors like your payment history and loan amount may. Affirm does not charge any fees, but if there aren't enough funds in your linked bank account to cover a payment, your bank may charge an overdraft fee. Please check your bank's overdraft policies for more details. Okay, so who should consider using the Affirm Debit Card? It's great if you're looking for the flexibility of paying over time without taking on a traditional credit card. It's also ideal if you prefer transparency, knowing exactly what you're paying without hidden fees. However, if you prefer building credit with a traditional credit card, this might not be the best tool, as the debit card doesn't directly impact your credit score. And that's everything you need to know about the Affirm Debit Card. Whether it's right for you depends on your personal finances and spending habits, but it's definitely an innovative option worth considering.